1934, I was thinking, boy, am I blessed to have such a precious 2-year-old in my life.
Oh, look! Here's one of us on a bicycle built for two.
I'll never forget that spring day in 1940. I was thinking...
Ma, you're making this up!
Of course I am. How the hell should I remember?
But his days are numbered. When the revolution comes, he's the second to be shot.
Who's the first?
Morales, my next-door neighbor who knocked up my sister.
Well, this is dandy. Just dandy. I knew I should never have let you two...
Our paths crossed here so they could cheer us up. Excuse me, Mr. Clown, could you do something to put smiles on the faces of 3 gloomy Gusses?
Buzz off, lady. I'm on a cigarette break.
Goodness, do we not die?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That was the finest audition for the acting school that we've seen all week. Congratulations.
I'm so glad Pepe has the opportunity to be an actor.
Why? When was the last time you...
Boy, am I glad I didn't jump.
I am talking about your date, Rose. Who is this secret man you're seeing?
Oh, it's not a secret. His name's Ray. He's a friend of Miles.
You are dating a friend of Miles, you scallywag.
You skunkweed.
What's that mean?
I don't know. What is yours?
And a pretty darn good one. Hey, Rose, what you got there?
Exhibit A.
You know, I like Rose. When a woman throws herself on a platter of chicken and screams murderer, she is not playing with a full set of bocce balls. I'm getting out of here just in time.
What do you do when you and Raymond want to, you know, make love?
Blanche!
Well, it's bound to come up. How do you handle it?
Yeah, Dorothy, how do you handle it?
Handle it? I can't even get close to it.
One itty-bitty detail about you.
That I'm a priest.
Uh-huh.
She didn't know.
What you think, you were just a boring dresser?
She's never seen me in cleric's clothing.
I didn't know you priests could take your clothes off. The symphony, besides I heard them come in hours ago.
I think I'll go say goodnight to Bridget.
Oh, honey, would you bring me back my heating pad? It's on my dresser.
Sure.
Oh, Dorothy, do you realize it has been 4 days since I have enjoyed the company of a man?
I know, Blanche. I've been marking the days off on my big ships of the Navy calendar.
Baby in Boca Raton. It's the only one.
And somebody told me he just bought a farm. Oh, my God, what'll I say to her?
That he died in the bed of an idiot.
Ma! You tell the truth.
Well, I can't tell her the truth. I can't tell her where he died.
Lunch break. And when I get back, I got 3 jobs ahead of you.
Oh, my beautiful. Just what I always dreamed about, spending the winter in Chicago. And, of course, the volcano season in Pompeii.
Here's $2. Will you let me your tools while you're gone? Help yourself, buddy.
Yeah. Gene is not working.
We shouldn't take any chances. I can't be moved. Somebody else will have to give up their room for Rose's family.
You're fine. You're staying with me. You always complain, and we always get through it.
All right, fine. But I'm begging you, while we're sleeping together, please, lay off the broccoli at dinner, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Does Rose know?
No.
Oh, good. I don't think you ought to tell her. After all, she's not as worldly and sophisticated about these things as I am.
Absolutely. If she finds out Danny Thomas is a lesbian, it'll break her heart.
Aren't you suddenly the life of the party? This place gives me the creeps.
Well, look, Blanche, see how much fun everybody's having?
Yeah, right now, but wait till they hear Glenn Miller's dead.
He's not dead. He's missing.
Stop complaining, Blanche. Look at all the available men here.
Well, till just now, read that last paragraph.
My sentence has been overturned on a technicality. I'm getting out on the 21st. Now, finally, we can make all our dreams come true.
Isn't that terrible?
Well, he's written catchier stuff, but I wouldn't call it terrible. It wasn't my fault. We were backing down the driveway, and Sophia told me I ran over Mrs. Stouffer.
And you believed her.
Well, I had to check. Last week I did pin her and her walker to the fence on a wide right turn.
I'll get my shopping list.
I have your shopping list.
Good,
Come
then
on.
everyone is happy.
My, don't you look lovely?
Thank you. I have a date.
Oh, I see. Anybody I know?
His name is Robert. He lives in a castle.
A castle? Oh, that's very exciting. Would you like some help with your makeup?
Okay.
You know, I used to go out with a Robert. His father owned the movie house.
Ma.
Is it morning already?
No. I just wanted to ask you a question.
What?
How would you react if you were told that one of your kids was gay?
Your brother Phil is gay? I knew it. When he was a kid, we couldn't keep him away from those gladiator movies. Hi, girls.
When did you get back?
Oh, a few minutes ago. What a day. I'm exhausted.
Oh, where'd you go?
Bermuda. Only Richard had a last-minute appointment, so it was just me and the kids. Oh, we had a terrific time, though, swimming and playing and talking. They're lovely children.
Does this mean you're going to marry Richard?
I'm afraid I just gave those 2 rooms away.
But we had a reservation.
Until 3 a.m. you're late. Therefore, the reservation is null and void. I'm sorry, that's company policy.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm from Sicily. You know what our company policy is? First, I break your knees.
Ma. Look, forget about the reservation. Just give it.
I'm probably the most patient person you know. Go ahead, try to think of somebody else. I'll wait.
You tell me honestly, you don't think there's something lacking in this relationship?
No. I think you're a kind, generous, caring man. As far as this physical. Are you okay? Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going through. I can read it in your face.
You can.
Oh, sure. Your husband or your boyfriend dumped you. Oh, honey, don't let it get you down. It's just...
You've won. I'm begging you, take off the curse, will you? My golf clubs are missing. My clocks are all wrong. I can't sleep. I can't eat.
You can't sit.
That too. Please take it off.
Move the tree.
You'll be out of here tomorrow.
You got a deal.
And school plays and Little League and worrying if you'd get through your gallbladder surgery and wondering if I'd get through another Sunday dinner at your mother's house. And the lean years when the business failed. And the good years. Do you mind answering that?
Why not? Maybe I'll get lucky. What am I talking about? If I was lucky, I'd be shacking up with Cary Grant.
Hello, I'm Dr. Richmond. I'm looking for a Dorothy Zbornak.
Dr. Richmond, it's a pleasure to meet you, but we were expecting...
Who's your daddy?
I can't go back. I can't. I just can't. What if I run into them? I'll die of embarrassment.
No, you won't. I'm a doctor, and I've never seen anyone die of embarrassment.
I'll tell you what. If it'll make it any easier, tomorrow I'll go back with you and help get you settled. Will you? Absolutely.
Husband. Well, not necessarily a bad person. Sometimes circumstances... Oh. You were talking before.
I think I'm gonna faint.
Gotcha!
England's a bore. However, I just happen to have access to a sailboat tonight. Could we interest you in an evening cruise?
Oh, I'm game. What about you girls?
Sounds like fun.
Why not?
Great. We'll get everything ready. We'll meet you back here in 45 minutes.
Perfect. That'll give me enough time to call my mother.
Your mother's still living?
And it was heavenly. But before I tell you about my weekend, I want to hear all about yours.
You're looking at it. All I did was sit. Blanche was all over me like a cheap slut.
I think you mean soup.
Not necessarily. But you know, this proves something. Left to herself, Blanche...
Softly.
Morning, everyone.
How could that be? Rose Nyland?
Yes?
Wow.
I'm Olga Nordstrom.
I'm down. I might as well get used to it.
Dear Mr. Gorbachev, my name is Rose Nyland. I'm writing to you because I'm really worried about nuclear war. I hear there are enough bombs to blow up the world 100 times, and it scares me. It scares the girls in my cadet troop, too. They talk about what they want to...
Boys, come on, let's dance.
Pussycat, when's the last time I told you you were beautiful?
June 1st, 1949. At my wedding.
Oh, well, that's because pregnant women have that special glow. I think it's time to tell you...
Or get over it.
Oh, honey. I hope you're not too upset about not fitting in with those dreadful people today.
Those small-minded Peckerwoods aren't real Southerners. I am a...
What are you here for? What do you want, money?
No, absolutely not. How did you know?
I just got the feeling my yacht son crapped out at his job.
Yachts? I've never heard you say anything bad about Stan in my life.
I don't have to. The whole world makes fun of him. Always has.
I don't mean to pry, but maybe I know a way to get Norman's attention. If it involves silk sheets and a parochial school outfit, I've already tried it. Here, take this. It's worked for my grandmother. It's worked for my mother. Dab a little behind your ears, and whomever you desire will come to you. What is it?
It's me, Stan. Look, I know it's late, but I had to come by. I have awesome news.
Dating someone over 12?
Ma, that's not nice. Is that it, Stanley?
No. Congratulate me, everyone. I'm getting hitched.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, congratulations, Stan.
Tell us all about it.
Lucy.
We've had to recast Henny Penny.
I'm playing Henny.
Oh, and thanks directing? Oh, what fun! I would love to.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Then all we have to do is just order the costumes and change a few lines so that it makes sense that the two of you are playing those characters.
Well, now, listen, Dorothy, since both of your housemates...
I think we should order champagne.
And caviar!
Yahoo, we're rich.
It has to be here somewhere.
It's not in the laundry room closet.
It's not in my bedroom, but I knew I didn't hang it in there.
I am electric blanket. Every time I call you, it seems you have a cold.
We'll call more often.
Don't pick on your sister. Here, she brought you something.
It's a gift certificate for a complete makeover at Elizabeth Arden.
Maybe now you can get a date.
Please, Ma, I'm not calling Cap.
Sent home for fighting over who had the cutest date for the prom.
I never got to go to the prom.
You're kidding? Why?
Well, I really wanted to go with Delbert Twitchell. He was the most gorgeous boy at our school. And he was captain of the precision combine drill team. Well, actually, I was so sure. Honey, you're getting sicker and sicker.
Just like my heroine, sicker and sicker. Though, of course, my heroine doesn't look like you. This is a romantic novel, not science fiction.
Remind me when I feel better to kick the crap out of her. Uncle Nunzio, but we call the goat a pet. Anyway, Ma, I want you to drag out anything that'll jog your memory about the old days.
You know, people in St. Olaf are lucky. We all have the same family tree. You can trace each of us back to the same brother and sister.
Coming, Kendall.
Compliments of Mr. Nesbitt.
Well, how sweet. I'll take it.
No, I've got it, ma'am. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God!
God.
Loves me, and I love her, and we want to get married.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Seems like every time I'm trying to help you, it just turns out you don't need me.
Now, that's not true. The reason Margaret and I came down here in the first place is because we do need you. We need your blessing on our marriage.
Well, then I guess tomorrow morning we can start to pack. Can't we?
Yeah, I guess so. That's probably the best thing. Dr. Ashley was right, wasn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Because, I mean, it doesn't mean we can't still be friends. You know, we'll...
What a shame if I die now. I'm too young. And I'm wearing the wrong underwear.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just me. I had to get in quickly, because that means yes.
Gee, Rose, if I closed my eyes, I'd swear I was in Ecuador.
Sorry, that was me.
Okay, Rose.
Patience and cheer them up.
Hey! That slipper is from the Mamie Van Doren collection.
Will you look at that? Man's best friend. Chasing man's best friend.
Ben. Yes, as a matter of fact, I am free tonight. Well, I would just love to meet for drinks. 7 is perfect. Bye.
Blanche, don't tell me that you were talking to Tom Gallagher.
Now, what if I was?
But you have plans with John tonight.
Left me? Chrissy left me for a younger man.
Younger than Chrissy? Where did she meet him? Camp Snoopy?
I didn't want to say anything. What the hell?
It's him. I think. Could that be who I think it is?
Oh, indeed, ma'am. The pontiff is stopping by to bless the patience of St. Ignatius.
Oh, Rose, honey, now don't let this personal thing depress you.
Dorothy, I can't help it. I haven't been this depressed since I was rejected by Uncle Sam.
Well, honey, if he was your uncle, it wasn't meant to be. It's not like one day soon Mrs. Blanche Devereaux were to become Mrs. Blanche Devereaux. I'll alert the mailman. Yes. Wait till my friends hear about this.
For the time being, this must be our little secret. I'm in the middle of a rather messy divorce, and if the reporters get home...
Oh, say no more. I'm not naive about these things. I have a subscription to People magazine.
Well, then, until tonight...
Right now with some very big name celebrities to be our MC. Like who?
Well,
Great news! We've got Bob Hope for our MC!
Nice work, Dorothy. Meeting adjourned.
Maybe it'd be just like Cocoon, and they'd take us away, and we'd never grow old.
see, I don't know. I like my life. I mean, I'm not president or anything. I'm just a teacher. A substitute teacher. A divorced substitute teacher.
But those are art courses. They come easier to me. I've always had a great appreciation for the arts and artists.
And carpenters and mechanics and
Yes, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm calling about the Sinatra concert. It's what?
Library and saving all the books.
That is amazing. How'd she do that?
Well, she took 2 books in one hand and 1 in the other and ran like the Dickens.
Your library only has 3 books. What happens when a person's read them all?
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
To see each other ever? Is this the way you want things left between you?
Wait a minute. Are you referring to Francesca Ragusso's Christmas party back in '55? Yes, the one where you kissed my Carmine. What? I never kissed Carmine. You never even kissed Carmine. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Good.
Here, pussycat, taste this.
Oh, Mom.
Bring to a near boil.
I could have burned my lips. What are you doing?
My eyesight is going, so I like a prank I can hear.
I thought you lost it at a pancake breakfast.
Well, those don't count. I mean, they did at the time, but this is the definitive where I lost my virginity story.
It's really nice of you to share something so personal with us, Blanche. In a bayou. You
Well, that's what the fight was about.
My father offered a dowry and Charlie wouldn't take it.
Oh, maybe that's because he knew eventually those beans had stopped jumping.
Or maybe he just loved me. Beans. I'll have you know it was the...
Here comes the beautiful bride.
Wow, look at you. You look perfect.
Thank you. Stanley, I'm a little scared.
I'm not. I just feel this is so...
For anything. I love you. Good God, you're as pretty now as the day we met. You remember that first day we met?
The University Club cotillion. Our eyes met, and I knew you were the only man for me. So when it was ladies' choice, I sent my fiancé off for some punch.
Rose, aren't you forgetting something? We haven't bowled our last frame yet. We can still win, and we will.
Drop out to go to Laura's funeral.
I thought Laura's funeral was yesterday.
It was. But he requested an authentic Viking funeral, and every time they tried to set him and his ship on fire, the Coast Guard kept putting it off. They had to reschedule for today.
Oh, hello, princess. Oh, you look absolutely beautiful.
I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming.
Oh, no, don't thank me. Thank your mother. There aren't too many women around who could swallow their pride after what went down between us. You're awesome, babe.
It's remarkable to watch him make a veal and pepper hero.
Ma, you are trying to muscle in on a guy named Johnny No Thumbs? Are you crazy? He's probably connected with the mob.
Relax. If they were his friends, he'd still have his thumbs.
He's a very sweet man. Although the first time he waved hello, Sophia missed...
Potato. Work on it, Rose. Remember, you're not cute anymore.
I thought Stan took you to dinner.
He did.
Let me guess. You were on your way to a lovely candlelit dinner at Monty's when out of the corner of his eye, Stan spotted a charming little...
Where is he now?
Oh, I wish I could tell you. But I really don't know anything about him anymore. When I knew him, he was a professor at a college.
That's hard to believe.
Well, it's one of the few places they have professors.
No, I know that. I meant...
The cheese.
See you tonight, Rose.
Goodbye, ladies. Bye-bye, Miles.
You take care of her.
Oh, Blanche, I can't thank you enough.
Oh, you're welcome, honey, but let's get to the important stuff. Who am I going out with tonight?
Well, James says...
James and Thomas, so let them down easy. Frank and Eddie, flush them.
Oh, Rose, now don't be so upset. You seen the way Miles looks when you tell those St. Olaf stories?
He looks like he's listening.
There you go.
Just like home.
Oh, hi, Ma.
Oh, here, Dorothy. I want to know what you think of my pasta pesto. It's for the Boscos. They'll be here any minute.
Ma, this is ham.
What the hell? You paid? Look, I can deal with losing some of my memory. If I didn't have to remember what's her name over here, I wouldn't care. But Sal was the most important person in my life, and scrapbooks aren't doing the trick.
Was the day that I did whatever I did to make him the way he was. What he was, Sophia, was a good man.
You know, Rose, you really ought to take off some of that makeup before you go to sleep.
What? I don't believe it. A circus? Where did they come from?
The 920 to Sarasota's a circus train.
Girls, this is a miracle.
Or was it on payday? Anyway, I remember a butcher block table was involved.
Blanche.
Anybody ready for dessert?
I am, Grandma.
Oh, good. I'll slice into that Rice Krispie log.
Just coffee.
It was wonderful.
Oh, honey, this is terrific.
Oh, I'm so happy, and I have you two to thank for it.
You two. Don't you think Arnie should get...
Sunday dinner, help himself to some food, take it into the living room, turn on one of those radio countdown shows, and belch to the music. Well, finally, my mother told me that I just had to break it off, and of course I knew she was right. So I rehearsed my speech, and I made arrangements to meet him at a coffee.
Thank you, thank you. And now for my next number, I'd like to play something by one of my favorites, and I hope one of yours. Huey Lewis and the News!
I think we've heard enough, Mr. Hinckley.
Okay, we go right to the big finale.
I'm afraid we've run out of time.
But it's a guaranteed show.
Hello? Frank's Flowers? Hey, Frank! Sophia Petrillo here. Listen, I decided the price you quoted me on those centerpieces is too high, so I thought maybe we could make a deal. Now, my daughter is single. What do you mean, is she easy? You're talking about my flesh and...
Don't ever do that.
It just doesn't seem possible that 5 years has gone by since we moved in together.
Well, it's gonna be rough if we have to go our separate ways. We've all learned to depend on each other so much.
Especially Rose.
What's that?
Of the air and the water. I mean, the problems are endless.
Dorothy, you can't talk like that to the president.
Oh, watch me.
Well, sure, there are problems, but can't we just pray they'll go away by themselves? You haven't. Dorothy, if you make a scene, this whole thing is going to blow up in our faces.
Why do you say that?
Because something always does.
Well, we do have cheaper brands, but anyone who's, serious about training wouldn't even go near them.
Well, then we'll take those.
Fine. You'll also need aerobic suits, warm-up outfits, wristbands, headbands, leg warmers.
Wait a minute. Leg warmers?
Well, you need something to keep your thighs warm. What are you using now?
Friction, that's what...
He's an absolute dream. He really is. He's the most stunning hunk of masculinity I have seen since
Since the dazzling doctor from last night?
Lucy, darling, how'd the interview go?
Oh, it was great, Aunt Blanche. I have a feeling I'm going to be spending a lot more time here with you in Miami.
Oh, that's wonderful. Then as he kneels there before you, little beads of perspiration breaking out on his forehead, his breath coming shorter and quicker, he ever so gently slips the supple leather on your quivering foot.
Is it serious?
Very. If I can't afford a new fall wardrobe, I'll never land myself a doctor. No offense, Marty.
You know, Blanche, sometimes I don't think you're serious about me.
Don't be silly. I love you as much as I could any dry cleaner.
Television set and watch a white person dance down the line on Soul Train.
Look, race is not even an issue. I mean, your daughter is twice my son's age. What can a woman in her 40s possibly have in common with a boy in his 20s?
Sex. Almost finished the entire cheesecake.
Oh, what the hell? It was a special occasion.
Yeah, and it sure took my mind off of Psycho.
Listen, these can wait till morning. Let's go to bed.
Okay.
Ma, it was me.
That's for lying. Dorothy, you quit 15 years ago. You told me you'd never smoke again.
I know, Ma, I'm sorry. Oh, you know, I quit once, I can quit again.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Max the Blushing Groom.
Well, how was the honeymoon?
Oh, morning, Ma. How'd you sleep?
Pretty good. I dreamed I was making love to Jay Leno.
That's a strange dream for you to have.
Not really. It was Monday night, and he was filling in for Meet you. Lunch is all set up out on the lanai. Your father tells me you're a classical musician. What do you play?
The English horn.
I didn't know horns had nationalities. Well, I guess it makes sense if jumping beans can be Mexican, and fire drills can be Chinese, and flies can be sections on the blackboard in the kitchen. Ow, my tooth! Oh, yeah. I forgot. Stay away from the fruit on the table. It's wax.
Hi, Ma.
Oh, Dorothy, I didn't know you were coming over. Did you bring the kids?
No, actually, I wanted a chance to talk to you alone.
Sal, Dorothy's here. And when the teller opened the envelope, there were just scraps of paper in it. I don't remember anymore. That's all you're going to get from me no matter how many times you hit me.
Sophia, what about your Uncle Guido?
He's fine. I got a postcard from him this morning.
But it's a dream come true.
I don't understand. You should have that printed on a T-shirt. We're opening the old business again. $1 million idea deserves a second chance.
Ma, come on, you're both over 80. Starting a business is hard work.
Yeah, for amateurs, but we've already done it.
Well, good night.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why were we just telling our best sex ever stories?
Gee, I don't know how it started.
Well, sure you do, Dorothy. Remember you thought you were grabbing Stan's Park? It's got this little man on it. When you turn it upside down... Oh. I think I'll keep this one for myself.
You know, your Miles is a pretty exciting guy. I hope you know that.
Oh, I know it now.
Sorry.
I had artificial insemination. It's not like I slept with every man in town.
Chew it carefully, Ma. Like they taught you at Shady Pines.
And Dorothy, lighten up. Morning, Aunt Blanche.
Oh, the pup's still here.
Yeah, one more day, unless Ma decides to take him bar hopping.
How come you dressed so early?
Oh, I told Mr. Allen that I'd come in.
What?
Darling, no, sweetheart, precious, don't cry, don't cry. I'm here, you're all right. You know, this reminds me of when I was a young mother. Maybe it's because...
Nose might be a nice gesture.
I never can stay mad at you, silly goose. What's going on?
Oh, Ma, baby's going home. Hindenburg disaster. Ma, look who's here.
Oh, Oh, so, Mary, when's the baby due?
Ma, you're talking to a 16-year-old girl.
A knocked-up 16-year-old girl.
And now, I'd like to do a happy cricket. Note the difference.
Honey, leave it alone.
Blanche, listen. Nothing happened between me and Rose. Just like nothing ever happens between me and any of the women you set me up with. There's a reason.
What are you saying, Clayton?
I'm saying I'm gay, Blanche.
Oh, Clayton.
Down here, honey, and tell us all about your trip. Oh, it was fabulous. The food was delicious, the weather was absolutely gorgeous, and the activities on board ship, well, the list goes on forever. Masquerade balls, hootenannies, tours at the engine room, fashion shows, jazzercise, Las Vegas night, Monte Carlo night, Rio night.
Believe me, he'd rather get it from me. He's been getting it from me all week.
What?
Patrick swore me to secrecy, but I've just got to tell someone. We're madly in love. We've been seeing each other ever since he got into town. Have a good show.
What do you say?
No.
Okay, make it 100, but no monthly report.
Goodbye, Stanley.
Well, why don't I just wait outside, give you a few minutes to think this over?
Fine. He's still here in the morning. Let's give him coffee, okay?
It's a nightmare. We've been visited by the yachts of Christmas past.
On tomorrow.
It's a beautiful sentiment, Blanche.
Comes from dating a lot of traveling salesmen.
I heard a fable when I was a little girl in St. Olaf that might help. Can I tell you?
That's right, Rose. Wait till my defenses are down and take advantage of them.
Oh, Sophia, Dorothy wouldn't lie. A mother knows when her child is lying. It's like back radar. Now, what did the doctor really say?
He said I have to have surgery.
Surgery for what?
For kicks, Rose. No, I have a condition called Morton's neuroma.
Oh, I think more. I have a little exercise I do whenever my self-esteem's kind of low. I say my name and then I list 3 positive things about myself. I'm Blanche Devereaux, I'm beautiful, men find me desirable, and people want to be my friend. Go on, now you try.
Oh, Blanche.
Oh, please.
I'm Dorothy.
I thought I might find you out here. You okay?
I couldn't sleep. I'm just so mad at Dorothy. I mean, she won't let us say goodbye, and I'm sorry, but I need to. Rose, thank God I found you. It's not...
Bursting a child's balloon so that he'll learn about the harshness of life early, pointing out what's wrong with the world rather than what's right about it.
That sounds good. Where can we sign up for that group?
Dorothy, you're a very negative person.
In the crook of the door handle for emergencies, and by the time I got through, I was the 12th caller. I won 4 tickets to the Frank Sinatra concert.
You get your bohunkus back in here and listen to what I have to say.
Oh, Blanche, I'm sorry. What were you trying to tell me?
Well, Rose, I just don't know what...
Oh, I don't believe this. Hey, Dick Tracy.
What's your problem now?
I thought I asked you to move this equipment someplace else where it would not be in the way.
I said I'd try. I tried.
Yeah, would you also try to remember to put down the toilet seat after you use it?
Sorry, that was me. I was
Tomorrow for that commercial.
I said she was family. I'd do anything for that girl. Well, is everybody ready for a spirited game of Guggenspritzer?
Guggenspritzer. You said we were going to play Monopoly.
I said it was like Monopoly. Only instead of Atlantic City, they used St. Olaf geography. And see?
Girls?
Would you all like to stay here with us?
Here? Gee, that didn't even cross my mind. What do you think, Max?
Well, there's no pool.
All right. We'll stay, but only for a couple of days. Get the bags, Pumpkin. He likes to eat
Oh,
breakfast.
now, Stan, you have to try to pull yourself together.
Hey, babe, don't worry. I'm a survivor. Everything's cool. The cat who's gonna cut me is primo.
I said pull yourself together, not talk like Sammy Davis Jr.
I only meant that the operation is a very common procedure. Everything's gonna turn out just fine.
When it really hits me.
Oh, Arnie, I'm so sorry. You know, it's moments like this that it helps to know that time heals all.
You know what else works? A good back rub. So I left the priesthood 4
I
months.
swear I will.
Too much pressure. Moving on.
Okay, here's another good one. Recent widower seeks widow. I am handsome, intelligent, and possess great style. I'm also incontinent, but have learned to laugh about it.
Well, that's a keeper. This is exactly what happened during the Great Herring War.
The Great Herring War?
Yes, between the Lindstroms and the Johanssons.
Oh, that Great Herring War.
The two families control the most fertile herring waters off the coast.
Giving a veteran his last wish and making some dough.
I guess they can stay.
Thank you, Rose. Here, take this out there, make sure they pay.
Oh, I don't think it's right to charge them.
Neither do I, but he hates pity.
I understand.
Send a judge over here. This woman is trying to put us to sleep.
You're just exhausted and you're trying to blame it on me.
Exhausted? I'll show you who's exhausted. Maestro, how about something with a little octane?
Okay.
Girls, I'm just so glad you're still up. Wait till I tell you about my date.
Wait till I tell you about my discovery.
Let's hear it.
It came to me when I was enjoying my second Ovaltine.
Richard flew me to Atlanta for dinner in his private jet.
You're kidding.
And that's when it hit me. We don't even need our sludge tube.
Manager just told me they're turning the airwaves over to the National Weather Service. This studio has been designated an official hurricane shelter.
Oh, well, fine. But before I go, I would like to make one final plea. Now, I know there is goodness in your heart, and I know you want to give. Well, I am ready to take anything you have to offer.
Oh, sorry, darling. I didn't mean to wake you.
Well, that's all right. I waited up for you.
I'm glad you did. I've been working on a new...
I'm Mr. Fix-It. Here to please. No problem, too big or too small.
This is great. It's better than vaudeville.
Well, I'm all yours, ladies. Just lead me to the trouble. There's nothing I can't fix, except maybe this old noggin. That could use a little rewiring. Well, let's go.
Come on, so.
There was Ma sitting in the front row, sucking a lemon.
Well, you were just nervous because your mother was in the front row.
She was a judge.
Well, come along, Melissa. We have a lot of work to do if we're going to win.
But we can still go to the circus this week, right?
Wants to look good at this wedding.
Look, Ma, I don't know how to break this to you.
Gently, I'm old.
Giuseppe Mangiacavallo has had a fabulous life. He's in his 80s, is a multimillionaire, and enjoys perfect health.
Well, it's a very slow-acting curse.
So it would appear.
Gloria, you okay?
I just had a bad day. I guess I'm a little scared. I don't know. Maybe I was too confident when I got here.
Hey, what are you two doing up?
Waiting for you.
We thought you might want to talk.
All the food's already on the table, Dorothy. We didn't want to waste precious time.
Thank you. So, what do you want to talk about? All right, I have magic words.
Ladies and gentlemen,
My name is Rose Nyland, and I'm responsible for what's happened here tonight. Because of a silly, childish dream, I let you all down. I had this crazy idea that I had a special connection to a... Ingrid Thurman stopped.
What was she writing?
She wasn't. She was giving birth to Hans and Franz, the twins. And she stopped right in the middle, right after Hans.
Well, what happened to Franz?
He stayed in. Lottery commission.
Oh.
He felt so bad he's giving us free egg rolls the next time we come in.
Oh, what's the difference? It's over. If we don't have the ticket, we can't claim the prize.
Sophia, are you all right? You haven't said a word in hours.
Am I missing something?
Proves what?
Dallas diamond earrings? George was obviously feeling guilty about cheating on me with David's mother. David was telling the truth.
This is tough, Blanche. I know how you feel. I hate to say it, but Sal almost cheated on me once. Pictures, no slides, and no walks down memory lane.
I'll come with you.
What are we, nuns? We don't have to travel in pairs. I'm out of here. Hey, Sam, what's that you're playing?
That's not what I meant, exactly. No, she's going to the Bahamas with the college interviewer she met this afternoon.
That's the beauty of it. He's been lulled into a false sense of security for the past 70 years, so I don't want you showing up like a wallflower and blowing my big moment.
Sophia's right. Oh, Dorothy, come on, borrow one of my men. One of my many.
All right.
Natural juices.
You got that from the menu.
It was the special. Cajun prime rib. But I think it applies.
A knitmobile.
Maybe she should drive a nitwitmobile.
Honey, I think you should just call a friend.
Oh, Boris, would you all mind waiting out in the car for a few minutes? I want to talk to Dorothy.
Sure, come on, Rob. Bob.
Blanche, I'm really sorry, but I think I have to...
You should buy a parakeet or something.
Gladys, honey, how are you?
Fine, Dorothy. Is your mother home?
No, I can't say that she is.
I've been trying to call, but she keeps hanging up on me. You sure she isn't home?
No, I still can't say that, no.
It's been so long since I changed a diaper, I figured I'd practice before the baby gets here.
Hello, Martha. Where were you?
I'll give you a hint. The guest of honor had lipstick on her teeth and didn't give a damn.
Who died? My best friend, Lydia.
I'm so...
Darling? Sophia! What are you doing here?
I live here, remember?
What is this, the Miss Black America contest?
Marguerite, I'd like you to meet my mother. This is my mother, Sophia Petrus, and school plays and Little League, and worrying if you'd get through your gallbladder surgery, and wondering if I'd get through another Sunday dinner at your mother's house. And the lean years when the business failed. And the good years.
I guess I'm just being silly. Okay, go ahead and fire her, Dorothy.
Why should I be the one to fire her?
You're the meanest.
Blanche, that's not true. Dorothy just looks the meanest. We hired Marguerite together, we
Dylan, and then making love in the mud. You went to Woodstock? Well, actually, it was the movie, but afterwards we did go home and make love in the mud.
I guess the 60s were a confusing time for all of us, Blanche.
Oh, gee, I'd forgotten I had these candlesticks. They were Mother's. Oh, they'd be perfect for the uncle. Good morning. It sure is, sweetheart. How about some pancakes? Again? We had pancakes yesterday. Lillian, you weren't here yesterday. Here you are, honey. A nice cup of tea.
Lillian, Sophia tells me that you were in the Ziegfeld Follies.
Oh, yes. Those were the days.
You must have...
Ma, you know how I feel. I cannot give you my blessing.
Dorothy, I love you. But if you ruin my happiness, I will put a Sicilian curse on you that will be like hell on earth.
Ma, you can't put a Sicilian curse on your eldest daughter if the mother is marrying a man under...
She has a debilitating disease.
And it has a name. I am thrilled.
We all are.
Well, of course. Congratulations. Champagne it is.
I can't tell you what a relief it is to just be sick, not...
Listen, well, this is going to be our final night together here, and, well, we thought it might be our last chance to say...
No, don't say it. Don't say goodbye. This is not goodbye. I don't want to turn this into a sad thing.
Me neither. I promised myself I wasn't going to cry.
Me, Stan. Look, I know it's late, but I had to come by. I have awesome news.
Dating someone over 12?
Ma, that's not nice. Is that it, Stanley?
No. Congratulate me, everyone. I'm getting hitched.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, congratulations, Stan.
Tell us all. An impressive body of knowledge. You said so yourself. How could I not be on?
All right, if you really want to know, Ms. Bornak, I'll tell you. On Jeopardy, we don't have any celebrity stars as contestants. Everyday citizens, those are our stars. Those are the people that our viewers care about.
All that was left were a few deposit slips and a pen with a chain attached to it floating in the muck. Amazing.
My story? No, my patience at this hour. Can we get on with this?
Okay. I'll go first.
Life, which makes you the most pathetic human being on this planet. Well, I love Elvis.
Oh, Blanche, I would be honored if you would be the first member of the Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love fan club.
I graciously accept and promise to do a good job as president.
Dinner, Dorothy, was delicious.
My pleasure.
Oh, I really enjoyed it too. In fact, I had such a good time, I forgot all about old what's his name, Fidel. Oh, honey, I know what his name is.
No, I mean, there he is. And he has his arms around another woman. We had a neighbor in Minnesota who killed her husband. She backed over him with a combine, and she didn't even know she had done it until she found little bits of plaid in the corn. She said, funny, that looks like bits of Joe's plaid shirt. And that looks like bits of Joe's overall.
Oh, my revenge will be to make John feel as bad as he made me feel. I want him to see me, see my life, so he'll know exactly what he missed.
She doesn't know a whole lot about revenge, does she?
I probably do all sorts of things that annoy you.
Oh, not really.
Go on. It would do us both a world of good to hear the things you'd change about me.
Ah, but, well, there is one thing, Rose.
Really?
Yeah. You hum, Rose.
I hum.
Softly, happily.
Dorothy, do you think this necklace compliments my bosom?
Blanche, if that necklace could cheer, I'm sure it would.
Well, you know, this necklace is a priceless heirloom. It belonged to my Grammy. I've only worn it 3 times in my whole life, and each occasion marked the...
I do that for Sophia. She seems to get a big kick out of calling me names, so I let her do it.
She's really a very sweet lady. She just doesn't like to show it.
Is that a family trait?
You won't believe what happened to me at the store. I saw the McDowells. Luckily, they didn't see me. It feels like, but I sure as hell remember what it looks like.
Grandma, listen.
You listen. How dare you come into our home and act like a common gigolo? You've embarrassed me, your mother, our friends.
Not to mention that poor, stupid, flat-chested girl.
Else. How did you know that, Dorothy?
I'm clairvoyant, Rose.
You're so lucky. I get into a pool, I sink like a stone. But how did you know about Blanche?
Stuck here on Valentine's Day with the three of you. Oh, this is the worst day of all.
Is there a problem?
You're supposed to take off your socks before you step on the grapes. Taste this.
Oh, dear. Ladies, I'm terribly sorry. I'll get you a new bottle.
No, it lingers on the palate.
I had, and Ma, I cannot believe how many there are. I mean, just listen to this, right here on page 187. The faucet is dripping. I know it's going to keep me up all night. Then I'll be tired for my crummy job tomorrow. Life is a swirling eddy of despair.
Hey, Dorothy, I just want to say, you did a nice job.
Thanks, Al.
And Dorothy, I also wanted to say, took guts.
Thanks, Al.
See, Dorothy, I just wanted to ask you.
Oh, Ma, that's disgusting.
Bad. In fact, just last week, I was reading that you can buy the sperm of Nobel Prize winners. Or was it Star Search winners?
Buy? Well, sperm used to be free. It was all...
Blanche! Dorothy! Go, Dorothy, go!
Got sidetracked.
Look!
This is what you've been doing for the past 45 minutes.
Oh, isn't he cute? I call him Scotty.
Now you can call him garbage.
Oh, hello, Rose.
Oh, Blanche, you won't believe what happened to me today. It was so exciting. I've been waiting for somebody to come home so long, I thought I was going to burst.
Well, you won't believe what happened to me today in the dean's office.
I was driving down Biscayne Boulevard listening to WREQ, the big band.
And you remember that time Big Daddy caught us skinny dipping with those boys? And you told him it was our Bible study group just practicing baptizing. It would have worked, too, if you hadn't come up screaming, "Hey, y'all, things look bigger underwater."
You appear to be in fine physical shape. Do you have any more questions?
Of course. Do I have it?
Oh, we'll have the results when you come back in 3 days.
3 days? What are you talking about? I expect when I go to a hospital for an AIDS test to find out.
I'm sorry, I wish it was faster, but it takes us that long to be sure.
Oh, please go on. That's such a beautiful language.
Rose, why don't we just show Mr. Vaughn around the theater?
Well, why don't I just do that myself, since I've had the most experience performing here?
Blanche, the parking lot doesn't count.
Against dead people. I've never seen one. I never intend to.
Didn't you see your husband when he was dead?
Oh, no, I cannot look at dead people. That's why I don't even watch the news. Every now and then they sneak a corpse in on you. You could be watching a perfectly lovely little story about Central America. All of a sudden, bam, a dead body.
This is ridiculous. I mean, here we...
But the letter's too sweet to ignore. I'm going to write him back and tell him how much I appreciate it.
Isn't it nice to see Rose feeling so good about herself?
It certainly is. You know, this is the first time I've seen her smile since this whole thing started.
David, I have a confession to make. I wrote that...
There might be a waterfall in that rock formation. You were right. There is a waterfall, and it empties into a pool in the lobby of the Hyatt Regency.
We never left the island. We just got shipwrecked on the good side. Our new hotel's a half a mile in this direction. Come on, we reserved your room. Rick, put out the fire.
It's the woman you always dreamt you could be.
Eduardo, you've done it again. Who said Gloria Palazzotto? I said Flo Palazzotto. Why don't you pay attention?
How is Flo?
Oh, beautiful. She and her second husband, Pete, are in Rome. You remember Pete, the man you could have had?
I did have him. That's why I didn't want him.
You and Pete? You never told me that.
Later. First, I want to hear...
Into a restaurant and ends up sharing a table with a dashing young Frenchman. They drink, they talk, they burn a cork, and draw mustaches on each other.
What?
Just wanted to see if you were listening. Anyway, the next thing she knows, it's hours later. The place is empty, and the Frenchman...
He is sick. Why, the plane trip alone could kill him.
Besides, even if he did get home safely, who knows what kind of care he would get. Nobody loves that pig as much as you do.
As much as we all do. If you all think it's really best for him, I guess he should stay. Oh, thank you for caring so much.
And school plays and Little League and worrying if you'd get through your gallbladder surgery and wondering if I'd get through another Sunday dinner at your mother's house. And the lean years when the business failed. And the good years.
Well, we set the play in a barnyard. Luckily, the symphony was out of town at the time.
Can I take it then that you will play Henny Penny?
I'm your chicken. Great, I'll set the oven for 425.
This is my mother, Sophia Petrillo, who has to be going.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Mr. Vaughn, my name is Blanche Devereaux.
Blanche?
And, this is Rose Nyland.
Rose.
And, this...
तुझे कैसे बताऊं कितना प्यार है तुझी से तेरे साथ मेरा जीना भी मरना तुझी से तुझे कैसे बताऊं कितना प्यार है तुझी से तेरे साथ मेरा जीना भी मरना तुझी से ओ यार प्यार कर कर मुझे प्यार कर दिन रात हो बारिशे प्यार मुझे प्यार कर मेरी यादों में तेरा न जाना तुझसे बातें कर तेरा दीवाना मेरी यादों में तेरा न जाना तुझसे बातें कर तेरा दीवाना खुदा का शुक्रिया प्यार तुझसा मिला खुदा का शुक्रिया प्यार तुझसा मिला प्यार तुझसा मिला तुझे कैसे बताऊं कितना प्यार है तुझी से तेरे साथ मेरा जीना भी मरना तुझी से ओ यार प्यार कर कर मुझे प्यार कर दिन रात हो बारिशे प्यार मुझे प्यार कर जब भी सांस आए नाम तेरा कोई आहट आए ख्वाब तेरा हाँ जब भी सांस आए नाम है तेरा, कोई आहट आए ख्वाब है तेरा। कितनी मन्नतें मांगा तुझे खुदा से, कितनी मन्नतें मांगा तुझे खुदा से, मांगा तुझे खुदा से। तुझे कैसे बताऊं कितना प्यार है तुझी से, तेरे साथ मेरा जीना भी मरना तुझी से। ओ यार प्यार कर, कर मुझे प्यार कर, दिन रात हो बारिशे, प्यार मुझे प्यार कर।